Now, Friday Night Fever with Mike Ludlam.
Good evening, everyone. Division 8 football was very good in the Upper Peninsula last season, and it's off to a pretty good start this season. Let's start with Division 8 tonight and go to the gridiron with the North Dickinson Nordics hosting Munising. And starting the first quarter, Nordics quarterback Garrett O'Neill is trying to roll out to his left. Unfortunately, the A-team gets him as Colin Murdoch gets the sack. Later, the Mustangs are deep in Nordic territory. Thomas Hyde gets the handoff, burrows into the end zone. He had another big night, 31 carries, 153 yards, and it's 6-0 visitors. Another sack coming up here as Ian McGinnis brings O'Neill down. Thomas Hyde's going to get a nice run here. He's going to break through the line. He's getting a lot of, oh, there goes the football. And Mike Graves is there for the recovery for Munising. And North Dickinson scored in the third quarter, but Munising scored in the fourth, and the Mustangs held on to win 12-8. Pair of teams 2-0, Newberry and Bark River Harris, and the pinball machine was lighting up early. Alex Mathias slips a few tackles for Bark River Harris, and the Bronco goes 33 yards for the touchdown, 2-point good, 8-0. Then Newberry pins the Broncos at their own 1, and they recover a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. So the Indians are on the board, trailing by 1 at 8-7. Move to the second quarter. Ivan Stenberg splits the defenders, and he's going to get some green grass to run for a while down to the 6-yard line. That sets up a 1-yard score to make it 16-7. Then Newberry's fine quarterback, John Paramsky, airs it out. Jeff Rahali is there for the catch and the touchdown, 16-15 at that point. Bark River Harris still leading. The Broncos will return the ensuing kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown. Then they pull an onside kick and recover, which led to another score before the half. The Broncos are undefeated, 3-0 with a 56-34 win. To the Superior Dome, Lakeland and Hubble entertaining the Baldwin Panthers from the Lower Peninsula. 24-8 second quarter Lakes. Blake Dupuy the handoff, the spin, and a 12-yard gain for a first down at the Lakes 40-yard line. Now a few plays later, Andy Crouch would be happy because Arthur Lyons tosses to Brendan Middleton, and as they say, student body right, because he has everybody in front of him. 36 yards on the touchdown, 2-point good, and the Lakes lead 32-8. Baldwin quarterback Deron Copeland was having trouble coping with the Lakes pass rush. Here comes Lucas Klein, and down goes Copeland, forcing another punt. Lyons goes to the airways next, and he's going to locate Brendan Middleton. And a great block coming up here by Dane Matson. And there it is right there. Another easy touchdown, 2-point good, 40-8. Lakeland and Hubble takes its foot off the gas and goes on to win 48-20. Back below the bridge, St. Ignace at Gaylord St. Mary. Quarterback Gage Kresge, yeah, that good basketball player. Well, he's going to make a nice pass to Brandon Oya, and that is a big gain and a first down. Then Kresge will bootleg, well, I won't call it a bootleg, but he kind of rolls out and takes it himself, and the Saints are up by 2 touchdowns. Billy Koenig would have a good return for the Snowbirds on the ensuing kickoff, but it would not be good enough, and the Saints roll to another victory as well, 46-13. To the scoreboard, the Hurley Midgets rally in the fourth quarter to defeat Forest Park 20-14. Harbor Springs all over Rudyard 59-12. Again, as we mentioned, St. Ignace defeated Gaylord St. Mary 46-13. In 8-man football, it was Rapid River getting a couple of touchdowns in the second half by John Stropich and Mason Berglund, and defeated Cedarville 28-14. And Pickford, a 5-point winner at home over Engadine 29-24. To the north, let's go to Calumet, where the Copper Kings were taking on the venerable Ishpeming Hematites. Second play for Ishpeming, and Isaac Olson gets the football. And Isaac Olson knows exactly what to do with the football because his dad's the coach. Head straight to the end zone. 70 yards for the touchdown, 2-point no good, 6-0 Ishpeming. Copper Kings return the favor on the next drive. Rush Bajorn finds Robert Urkala on the wheel route, and he's going to wheel her to the end zone, and the 2-point is good here. Calumet with an 8-6 lead. However, the night belonged to Mr. Isaac Olson for quite a while. Another sweep, but another score. and a 2-point good this time, so 14-8 Hematites. Then Olson apparently channeled Rob Gronkowski. I don't really think he did, but he would get his third touchdown of the game. 20-8 Hematites. Ishpeming goes on to win 34-8. Ishpeming takes on Westwood next week. Let's see what Westwood could do against the L'Anse Purple Hornets. First drive, Nick Briones is going to intercept the pass. We're going to catch up with him eventually. There's number 85 down to the L'Anse 13-yard line. Then the handoff goes to Luke Gray, and Luke says, camera, look out. That's good for a touchdown. 2-point, no good, 6-0. Next Westwood drive. Hey, it's Nick Briones again. Must be Nick Briones night. He is finally tackled by Cole Youngren. Then Westwood's Luke Gray would catch the high snap and runs it in for the touchdown. He also had the 2-point conversion to make it 14-0, red, white, and blue. Brandon Koski for the Purple Hornets hands it off to Michael Anderson, and he is able to turn the corner, as they say, and that's good for 50 yards and a touchdown. No good on the conversion. Westwood ends up being your winner, 20-12. Let's go to Iron Mountain, where the Mountaineers are taking on West Iron County inside the yellow walls. We'll pick this one in the second half. Iron Mountain in command. On the pass, Jacob Stoner is there for the Mountaineers with the interception, and he runs it back to the 10-yard line. That sets up Tanner Hootery. And zing, that one is good to Ryan Michaud, and a 26-0 lead for the black and gold. And that's the final score. Iron Mountain wins this one 26-0. Now Iron Mountain takes on Negaunee next week in Negaunee. Let's see how the Miners did in Gladstone. George Johnson with the 11-yard run for the touchdown. 11 plays, 70 yards, 7-0 Negaunee after one possession. 3rd and 11 for Gladstone. Ben Schwabach looking for Jake Greenfield. Finds Jake Greenfield between two defenders for a first down. That sets up, yes, ladies and gentlemen, a field goal in the Upper Peninsula. Jim Bruce from 28 yards. Yes, and the Braves are on the board. Trailing 7-3, but Negaunee busy the rest of the half. Brock Aho, Dylan Tassin, that's 30 yards for a touchdown, 14-3. 4th and 6th. Ooh, Negaunee goes for it in their own territory. That would not work. However, Schwabach would be picked off by Dylan Tassin, and he would run it back all the way to the Gladstone 15-yard line. That set up an Eagle Violetta touchdown run. He had another touchdown run to make it 27-3. Negaunee, your winner, 41-17. Escanaba trying to stay undefeated, visiting the Gaylord Blue Devils. Jacob Freeman takes the kick return to his right, finds an open seam, and that would give the Wolverine helmeted Blue Devils some good field position. Then sophomore quarterback Nick Rowley finds Freeman, and that's going to be for lots of yards as well. Gaylord would convert a field goal to make it 3-0. Escanaba scored in the second half, but not enough. First loss of the year for the Eskimos. Gaylord wins 17-7. Meanwhile, back to the Copper Country, Northland Pines and Hancock. And Cody Jansen sheds a tackle, walks into the end zone on the next play apparently. And that has to be it because that's a nice cut. And he's in, and it's 35-6 Eagles at that point. Hancock trying to get back in business. Darren Nordstrom looking to throw, and he does. The bad news is he finds George Jackson wearing the other jersey. And Leo Kalix would find Gody Godleski on the short route, but he turns it on to make it a whole lot more, not to mention a touchdown. Northland Pines your winner, 55-28. Back to the scoreboard. Marquette's offense is good. The defense, not so good. Sault Ste. Marie wins 35-21. Menominee blanks Kewanee 34-0. Kingsford a winner over Minocqua Lakeland 35-14. Gwyn is off the loss column with a win over Manistee 30-14. Big win for Norway, first of the year over Gogebic 55-40. And Houghton cruises past Ironwood 38-0. And we will be right back. Tech football, 1 o'clock tomorrow against Malone. Northern football, 4 o'clock against Quincy. We have some 8-man football. High school volleyball invite at Gladstone. Cross country invite at Superior Central. Iron Mountain Half Marathon. Enjoy your weekend.